So they don't know where he's buried.
Okay, Genghis Khan said, "Let my body go. Let my nation live."
Mongol soldiers buried Genghis Khan so deeply in secret that for nearly 800 years, no one could find his tomb. According to history, they erased every trace. Witnesses were killed. The land was crushed under thousands of horses. Forests were planted over the grave. And even rivers were redirected to hide it forever. For centuries, explorers searched and failed. Some even believed a curse protected the burial site. But now, something unbelievable has happened. A hidden chamber inside a long-lost burial site has been opened. And inside, researchers found strange objects and shocking remains that may belong to Genghis Khan himself. But how was the location finally discovered after 800 years? And what was really hidden inside the tomb? Let's dive in. The hidden tomb. Genghis Khan was born around 1162 in the harsh grasslands of Mongolia. Before the world feared him, people knew him as Temujin, a boy who survived betrayal, hunger, war, and exile. Those brutal years shaped his personality. He trusted very few people, punished enemies without mercy, and demanded complete loyalty from everyone around him. By the early 13th century, he united the Mongol tribes and created one of the largest empires in human history. Between 1207 and 1225, his armies destroyed kingdoms, captured cities, and spread fear from China to Eastern Europe. But after conquering so much of the world, Genghis Khan left behind a mystery even greater than his empire. In 1227, during a military campaign against the Western Xia dynasty in what is now northwestern China, Genghis Khan suddenly died. Historians still debate the exact date of his death. Some records suggest August 18th, while others mention August 25th. Nobody knows the true cause either. Some stories claim illness killed him. The uncertainty only made the mystery darker. But one thing became very clear almost immediately. The Mongol leaders refused to let the outside world learn about his death. They feared enemies would attack if news spread across Asia. So they hid everything. They secretly transported his body back toward Mongolia under heavy protection. According to ancient legends, the soldiers guarding the funeral procession killed every person who crossed their path. They wanted complete silence. Nobody could know where the great Khan would rest forever. The secrecy became even more terrifying after the burial began. Stories claim the men who buried Genghis Khan also died after finishing their task. The Mongols reportedly executed them to protect the location forever. Then thousands of horses trampled the land to destroy every mark left behind. Some accounts say workers planted forests over the grave. Other legends describe rivers redirected across the burial ground to erase every possible clue. For centuries, historians, explorers, and treasure hunters searched for it across Mongolia. They studied ancient writings, followed old maps, and climbed remote mountains. But every search ended the same way: failure. The grave remained hidden from the world. As the years passed, the mystery grew even larger. People no longer viewed the tomb as a simple burial site. They started seeing it as something sacred, protected, and forbidden. Strange stories spread through Mongolia about hidden guardians, a cursed land, and secret rituals that protected the resting place of the most feared conqueror in history. The Mongols called this forbidden area Ikhorig, which means the Great Taboo. The land surrounded Burkhan Khaldun, a sacred mountain in northeastern Mongolia. Outsiders could not enter the region. Special guards known as the Darkhad protected the area for generations. They treated the mountains, rivers, and forests with deep respect and carried out rituals to keep intruders away. Local people believed powerful spirits watched over the hidden grave day and night. Many travelers avoided the area completely because they feared terrible punishment for disturbing the sacred ground. Even today, many people in Mongolia still speak carefully about the region because they believe the ancient guardians never truly disappeared from those silent mountains. The deeper researchers traveled into Mongolia, the stranger and more frightening the stories became. The sacred zone. After the burial of Genghis Khan, the Mongols protected the hidden region with extreme care. They did not treat the area like normal land. Over time, fear, silence, and ancient rituals turned the hidden location into one of the most forbidden places in Asia. The region covered nearly 240 square kilometers of forests, valleys, rivers, and rocky hills. Nobody outside the royal family could enter freely. Guards watched the land constantly and stopped travelers before they reached the inner territory. The Mongols believed the mountain carried spiritual power and protected the soul of Genghis Khan after death. A special group known as the Dark Had guarded the region for generations. These men inherited the duty from their fathers and grandfathers. They did not act like normal soldiers. They lived almost like sacred protectors. They performed rituals, watched the forests, and protected the land from hunters, explorers, and strangers. Many people feared them because they never revealed what they knew about the hidden burial grounds. Even during harsh winters, the Dark Had continued guarding the region without abandoning their duties. As time passed, more stories spread across Mongolia. Some legends claimed the Mongols diverted rivers across the burial site to erase all signs of the grave. Other stories described thousands of trees planted across the region to hide disturbed soil and broken ground. Some local people even believed the frozen earth preserved hidden chambers beneath layers of ice and stone, and terrifying dreams after getting too close to forbidden areas. Nobody could confirm these stories, but they spread quickly across nearby villages. Many Mongolians believed powerful spirits protected the hidden site from outsiders who arrived with greed instead of respect. Far away from the sacred mountains, another mystery confused historians even more. In Ordos, Inner Mongolia, which is now part of China, a massive mausoleum honors Genghis Khan. Thousands of visitors travel there every year to see the beautiful buildings, ancient statues, and ceremonial halls connected to the Mongol ruler. But the mausoleum contains nobody. Historians widely agree that the coffin inside remains empty. The site acts only as a symbolic memorial instead of an actual burial place. This discovery created even more confusion because nobody understood why such a grand structure existed without the remains of the great Khan. For hundreds of years, the silence surrounding the hidden grave remained unbroken. Kingdoms collapsed. Historians studied ancient writings. Adventurers crossed dangerous mountains. Treasure hunters followed rumors into remote valleys. Still, nobody uncovered the truth hidden beneath the forests of Mongolia. Then, modern science entered the search. Researchers stopped relying only on legends and old maps. New teams arrived with satellites, and the search finally started changing forever. One determined explorer would soon challenge every old belief about the tomb and lead the search toward a hidden location that nobody had seriously investigated before. Hunters of history. For centuries, people searched for the lost tomb of Genghis Khan using stories, rumors, and ancient maps. But during the modern age, scientists and explorers started using advanced technology to solve the mystery. For the first time, researchers believed science could finally uncover the hidden grave. One of the most famous searches came from National Geographic explorer Albert Lin Yu Min. His team focused on the Khenti Mountains in northeastern Mongolia, a region strongly connected to Mongolian history. The project revealed several underground anomalies that looked promising. Researchers discovered shapes beneath the soil that did not appear natural, but despite years of work, the team never confirmed the exact location of the tomb. Even then, Albert Lin changed the search forever because he showed scientists how to explore the region respectfully without destroying sacred land. Years earlier, another important mission had already taken place. Between 1989 and 1992, Japanese and Mongolian archaeologists launched the Three Rivers Expedition. The group searched areas near the Onon, Kherlen, and Toul rivers. Historians believed Mongol nobles once lived and died in these regions. During the expedition, researchers discovered nearly 1,380 burial sites connected to Mongol aristocrats. The findings helped scientists understand ancient Mongol burial customs much better than before. But one problem remained. None of the graves belonged to Genghis Khan, and the deeper researchers explored Mongolia, the more difficult the mystery became. Some locals believed spiritual forces protected the hidden grave from discovery. Others believed fear and isolation caused the strange experiences. Still, the stories spread quickly and added another layer of mystery to the search. Despite decades of searching, Maury Kravitz never found the tomb, but his obsession pushed the hunt further than ever before. Then the mystery suddenly changed direction again. An explorer named Alan Nichols introduced a shocking theory that challenged everything researchers believed about the hidden grave. While most teams searched near Burkhan Khaldun, Nichols believed the tomb rested somewhere completely different, inside a secret location he called Mountain X. The Mountain X. Alan Nichols did not believe the old theories about Genghis Khan's tomb. Most researchers focused their search near Burkhan Khaldun in northeastern Mongolia. But Nichols believed everyone looked in the wrong place for centuries. The American explorer and former president of the Explorers Club studied historical records, geography, and ancient Mongol roots for years before sharing his controversial idea. He believed the hidden grave rested near the Yellow River in Inner Mongolia, inside a remote region he secretly called Mountain X. The theory shocked many historians. Nichols claimed the Mongols may have spread false stories about the burial site to protect the real location forever. According to his research, the true grave could lie far away from the sacred mountain connected to Mongolian legends. The area around Mountain X contained isolated valleys, unexplored hills, and dangerous terrain that few outsiders ever visited. Some locations also sat close to restricted military zones, making exploration extremely difficult. Still, Nichols moved forward carefully. He assembled a small team and avoided media attention during the expedition. Unlike earlier searches that attracted public curiosity, Nichols kept most details secret. He wanted to avoid political problems and cultural conflict surrounding Genghis Khan's legacy. His group carried advanced tools, including ground-penetrating radar and magnetometers capable of detecting hidden structures beneath the earth. Then, the equipment detected something unusual. Several scans revealed strange underground patterns beneath parts of the search zone. The shapes did not appear natural. Researchers believed buried chambers or man-made structures could exist deep below the surface. Nichols refused to release all findings publicly, which increased the mystery surrounding Mountain X even more. The secrecy became part of the story itself. Nichols understood the risks and avoided attracting unnecessary attention during the operation. Stories spread about hidden chambers, buried artifacts, and underground spaces large enough to contain a royal tomb. Researchers close to the expedition started believing the search had finally reached something important. For the first time in centuries, the mystery no longer felt impossible to solve. Then came the moment that changed everything forever. After years of silence, an international excavation team finally prepared to enter a hidden burial chamber believed to belong to Genghis Khan himself. The 1,000-year opening. After centuries of silence, the hidden burial chamber finally opened. Researchers described the moment as one of the greatest archaeological events of modern history. The operation required years of planning before anyone touched the site. Mongolia approved the excavation carefully because the location carried enormous cultural importance. UNESCO and representatives from the United Nations monitored the process closely to protect the historical site and respect Mongolian traditions. Scientists, historians, religious experts, and government officials worked together before the excavation started. They wanted to avoid damaging the chamber or offending local beliefs connected to Genghis Khan. Only a small research team entered the underground structure after officials completed every safety check and legal approval. Then the entrance slowly opened. Cold air moved out from the darkness, while researchers stepped carefully into the chamber. Thick stone walls surrounded the hidden space. Dust covered many objects, but time had not destroyed them completely. The chamber protected everything with remarkable care for hundreds of years. Some pieces still carried fine patterns and decorative markings linked to Mongolian and Chinese craftsmanship from the early 13th century. But one discovery shocked everyone inside the tomb. Human remains rested near the center of the chamber. The skeleton matched what experts expected from a male warrior leader from the time of Genghis Khan. Cool underground conditions and airtight construction preserved the bones surprisingly well. Nearby researchers also discovered rich textiles made from silk and wool. Some patterns remained visible despite the passing centuries. Scientists removed every object carefully and transported it for deeper analysis. Researchers used radiocarbon dating to determine the age of the remains and artifacts. The results matched the estimated period of Genghis Khan's death in 1227. Ancient DNA analysis also revealed genetic markers connected to Central Asian populations linked with the Mongol lineage. The discovery stunned historians around the world. The burial chamber revealed more than wealth and power. It revealed spiritual traditions, royal customs, and hidden pieces of Mongol history preserved beneath the earth for centuries. Many researchers believed the evidence strongly supported the idea that they had finally uncovered the lost tomb of Genghis Khan. But the discovery did not bring celebration everywhere. Across Mongolia and beyond, fear, pride, anger, and debate suddenly exploded as the world reacted to the opening of the hidden grave. Some people praised the excavation as a historic breakthrough, while others warned that disturbing the grave could awaken ancient curses and terrible consequences. And very quickly, the discovery turned into conflict, because political leaders, local communities, and researchers all began arguing over one question: who should control the tomb and decide its future? The legacy unleashed, the opening of the hidden tomb created shockwaves across Mongolia and many other parts of the world. For some people, the excavation represented a historic breakthrough that could rewrite human history forever. For others, the discovery felt deeply disturbing because they believed the grave of Genghis Khan should never have been opened by outsiders. In Mongolia, many citizens reacted with mixed emotions. Some celebrated the discovery with pride because the world once again focused on Mongolian history and culture. Others feared the excavation disturbed sacred ground protected for centuries by ancient traditions. In traditional Mongolian belief, many people view Genghis Khan not only as a conqueror, but also as a spiritual ancestor connected to the identity of the nation itself. Soon, arguments began spreading between governments, researchers, and cultural groups. The Mongolian government demanded strong control over the burial site and every artifact removed from the chamber. UNESCO and representatives from the United Nations pushed for international protection of the excavation because of its enormous historical importance. Several Mongolian cultural organizations also insisted that local traditions should guide every future decision connected to the tomb. The Dark-Had Guardians entered the debate as well. These traditional protectors guarded sacred royal lands for generations around Burkhan Khaldun. Many people believed the Dark-Had should continue protecting the site instead of allowing foreign researchers to control future operations. Spiritual leaders across Mongolia warned that disturbing the grave further could damage the balance between history, culture, and ancient beliefs. The dispute quickly expanded beyond Mongolia. In Inner Mongolia, which is now part of China, many ethnic Mongols viewed the discovery as an important part of their own heritage. At the same time, Chinese authorities closely monitored discussions surrounding the tomb because of political sensitivity in the region. Russia also showed interest because of its historical ties to the Mongol Empire and its influence across Central Asia. Meanwhile, Western universities, museums, historians, and research institutions pushed for additional studies. Scientists wanted deeper DNA analysis, more radiocarbon testing, and further examination of the weapons, textiles, and scrolls discovered inside the chamber. Some experts even proposed public museum exhibitions displaying selected artifacts from the excavation. But many Mongolians strongly opposed those ideas. They believed the tomb should return to silence instead of becoming a global attraction for tourists and foreign institutions. As debates continued, one truth became impossible to ignore. The opening of Genghis Khan's tomb uncovered far more than hidden artifacts buried beneath the earth. It uncovered old fears, political tensions, cultural struggles, and deep questions about who truly owns the past itself today. For nearly 800 years, the world searched for the hidden tomb of Genghis Khan, but nobody expected the discovery to create so much fear, debate, and mystery across the world. So now the question is, should researchers have opened the tomb at all, or should it have remained hidden forever beneath the mountains of Mongolia? Let us know what you think in the comments. If you found this story fascinating, don't forget to like the video and consider subscribing for more incredible real-world mysteries just like this. We will see you in the next one.